see a number of Kenyans coming out to vote this time round?
Well, it's a very bright morning here at the Kenyan High Commission in the capital, Kampala. Betty, I just wanted to show you of how the picture looks like, so I'll sort of get out of the frame. Many more Kenyans continuing to arrive at the embassy here, the Kenyan High Commission. First of all, when Kenyans arrive, they go and check their names on the voters register. And as you can see, they're looking out for their names, because if you're not on the register, you will not be allowed to vote. One by one, they keep searching for their names. Well, just to give you some figures, you earlier on talked about figures. So it's a game of figures here. A number of 1,180 Kenyans registered to cast their ballot from the 2 polling stations at the Kenyan High Commission here in Kampala, Uganda. We have a total about 15,000 Kenyans who are registered by the embassy in Uganda. That figure, but we've just been told that 1,180 Kenyans registered. We've also been told that many Kenyans returned home to cast their ballot. But Betty, once you arrive here, you get here, get your name on the voters register, then you are assisted by the members from the IEBC, after which then you get in. But just to show you around, heavy security at the Kenyan embassy here. Uganda police is taking charge of the security. Whoever comes here is first of all checked before they can access the premises. But if you can come with me, Betty, I just want to take you inside to just show you how it is here at the embassy. Again, like I told, heavy security presence. The police is taking over the embassy here, ensuring that everyone is checked. Every person who comes to cast their ballots is checked. Some Kenyans have already cast their ballots, and as you can see, they are moving out. I just want to talk to one of the Kenyans who has just cast their ballot. You're live on KTN right now, covering the whole voting 360 degrees. You're here at the polling station at the embassy. How's been your experience?
Very organized, fast, and no qualms at all.
Okay.
Yes.
So will you be back here during the counting?
Definitely. I will be back at 5.
Okay.
Yes.
Back at 5 she is. Thank you so much. It's good to talk to you this morning. All right, many more people continuing to cast their ballots, Betty. I should also say that voting started here as early as 8 o'clock in the morning. Of course, it's not like in Kenya where by 5 o'clock people were already queuing up and lining up. We've been told that by 8 o'clock it all started. So a number of people here arriving with family members coming to cast their ballots. If we can hurry up and just show you how the polling station looks like, Betty. There's also different media houses are here to cover the elections. Of course, all eyes are on Kenya. International media is here. Local media is here to cover the whole exercise. So this is just how the polling station looks like here at the Kenyan High Commission. We have 2 polling stations, including A, which is one, which is there, and also we have another polling station, which is B, right there. And of course, it is about 1,180 Kenyans will be casting their ballots here. The queues are not as long as they were in Kenya. So I just wanted also to sample some of the people who are in the queue. Many of them, it's a working day here, Betty. It's not a public holiday just like it's in Kenya. It's a working day here. So it's really, it shows how Kenyans are concerned about the affairs of their country. They have had to get some little time to come and cast their ballots. And we shouldn't take that lightly, Betty, because they are in offices, they bump in, cast their ballots and go back. So let's just talk to some of the people who are queuing up at this moment. You're live on KTN, and we are so happy that Kenyans have taken their politics very seriously, including you. I can see you're dressed in a jacket and in a tie. It means you've sacrificed to come here to cast your ballot. What does this election mean for you as a Kenyan?
It means that my voice will be heard, and I have an opportunity to choose my leaders that will lead me in the next 5 years.
Okay, so will you also be back at 5 for the counting to guard your vote?
No, I don't need to guard my vote. Okay. My vote, as you can see, is well guarded.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're optimistic that the systems will be great, the whole entire system will be transparent, and you as a Kenyan, you have confidence in the IEBC?
I have total confidence with IEBC, and I'm sure that they will deliver a credible election.
Right, thank you so much. I'll talk to another person who has come up to cast her ballot. I saw her here during the registration exercise, and it's good to have her come to cast her ballot. You're live on KTN, and we just wanted to pick your views on this election.
Yes, I'm happy it's finally happening, and we are here to be counted.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Uganda, where you are right now, there are fears that, anything can break up, violence can break up, the violence that happened in 2007. Personally, I believe that Kenyans learned their own lesson in the 2007 post-election violence. And so I am just being optimistic that this election is going to be very, very peaceful. But how do you allay the fears of Ugandans who are living here, you as a Kenyan?
I don't think you should actually have fear. For me, I'm personally voting and keeping peace, and so is everyone else, unless you're going to be involved in violence. But I think most of us are actually voting and keeping peace. So if you do that, then there's no violence at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you also think that it will be the same way back home in Kenya where people are casting their ballots?
Yes, I believe so. Kenyans want peace. Kenyans love their country, and the country remains even after the election. So we have to be wise about it and how we make our decisions.
Kenya pamoja.
Kenya pamoja.
All right, you just heard it from some of the people who are casting their ballots. I just wanted also to take you through the exercise. Once you arrive here, they check, you present your passport, and then your name is checked in the register. And then, of course, you're given directions where to cast your ballot. You're given a ballot paper, as you can see. We'll follow this gentleman who is, of course, we'll stand at a distance because it's a private, voting exercise. We cannot go beyond this. And I'm sure the IEBC officials are already chasing us out of this place. But we'll be speaking to some of the officials later on to just give us a rough idea of how the day is expected to go and how, the events are supposed to be. I will speak to one of the returning officers, I think, from the IEBC. I had actually wanted to talk to him. I think he's out, but we'll look out for him. Yes, he's there. So if you can come with me. All right, let's just finish seeing this gentleman cast his ballot here. As you can see, it's a sacred ballot. Kenyans are deciding today to be who will be their next leader and who will take Kenya forward. Kenyans in the diaspora are also casting their ballot. Well, I think it's a lesson for Uganda because we've not had Ugandans in the diaspora participate in the voting process. And as you can see, after casting your ballot, you are cleared and you're marked with that, I think it's marker so that you don't come back to vote. It's an exercise that is done across the globe to ensure that, to reduce on multiple voting. And a big thank you from the IBC officials, gentlemen shaking hands there. So that is the way it is done here in the capital, Kampala, and the voting exercise is still going on. Betty, we're covering the story in every angle and tackling the issues that are affecting Kenya. So the Kenyans are deciding who will be their next leaders. It's been a very, very long process. The campaign has been long. The journey has been long. Today, Kenyans will decide who will it be. We'll keep an eye from the diaspora. The media is also here up in gear, casting their ballot. So not casting their ballot, but keeping an eye. My colleague here is from CCTV. It's a whole complicated issue. But let's talk with the officials from the IEBC to just sort of help us understand what's happening here. So you're live on KTN. You are the returning officer at this particular polling station. Can you give us an update of what is happening here?
Here, as you can see, voters are streaming in, and they are coming to the polling station. Okay, from here now, you are directed to your polling station after having confirmed at the gate your polling station number.
I also just wanted to ask, how is the program like today?
The program for the voting session has begun from 6, and it will continue until 5 p.m. From 5 p.m. now the station closes. After closing, counting begins. Then after counting, the other process that will follow will be the electronic transmission of results.
All right, thank you very much. It's good to talk to you. Official from the IEBC, and the vote counting will be done at 5 o'clock. We'll be here counting along, the officials of the IEBC, as Kenya decides who will be their next leader. Betty Chalo, back to you.
Thank you very much, Solomon Serwanja. They're reporting live and direct from Kampala. As you've seen there, Kenyans are really excited to take part in this election, even if they're not here at home. He mentioned that you have quite a number of Kenyans really who have registered as voters and who today, as you've seen this morning, are headed over to cast their ballot. No hitches have